Hello, I'm Michael Kuipers from MBO. In this video we will show you how to set the threefold of a folding machine to a different paper format. Remember that you first have to set all previous sections of your folding machine to match the paper size. You will need a 4mm hex key and a measuring tape. We will assume a classic 16-pager in this example. On the operating panel, select the fold pattern icon and enter the length and width of the sheets to be folded. Cut 4 strips from a sheet and underlay all calipers in the threefold area. The type of fold determines how many layers of paper have to be placed under the different calipers. Press the threefold stop down to make sure that it's in working position. To have enough space for the following work, remove the side stops as well as all stop fingers that are not positioned directly next to the fold knife. Also remove the guide rails and put them aside. They are not needed for small formats. Activate the setup mode with the transparent switch on the side of the keypad and the Acknowledge Error button will light up. If you have a folding machine with an enabling switch, remove it from the holder and start the machine. The closest conveyor belts on the left and right sides must now be adjusted so that the incoming folded sheets will protrude about 1 cm on both sides. To do this, use the 4mm hex key to loosen the conveyor belts you want to move and slowly set them in position. Determine the right positions with the tape measure. Make sure that the conveyor belts do not slip off the pulleys. Tension the belts again slightly and put the enabling switch back in place. If your machine does not have an enabling switch, carry out this work instead at lowest machine speed and with the noise dampening hood closed. Now move the smoother bars on the left and right over to the repositioned conveyor belts and clamp them in place. Switch on the second fold knife and then press the shown button to be able to manually trigger the knife. Activate the two-hand control device at the knife fold area of your machine and call up a sheet with the single sheet button. If your machine is not equipped with a two-hand control device, close the noise dampening hood instead, run the machine at production speed and press the single sheet button. Then stop the machine. Adjust the threefold sheet stop by loosening the metal knurled screw on the adjusting device and then moving the stop with the adjusting wheel behind it. Set the stop to half the length of the incoming sheet using the scale. Then tighten the knurled screw again. Roughly position the adjustable threefold side stop and make sure that its fine adjustment is set to 0 mm. If possible, install additional stop fingers. Make sure, however, that the conveyor belts cannot touch them. Clamp the other side stop with some distance to the sheet. The adjustable threefold side stop must now be positioned so that it is aligned with the already set crossfold. To do this, remove the folded sheet from the threefold unit and press the shown button to be able to trigger the crossfold knife. Call up a single sheet and then stop the machine. Press and hold the enabling switch and activate the crossfold knife so that the sheet moves towards the threefold sheet stop. If you don't have an enabling switch, close the noise dampening hood and hold down the soft stop button. Position the adjustable side stop so that it touches the sheet's edge without moving the sheet sideways. Now move the other side stop closer to the sheet so that its springs pinch the sheet minimally. Loosen the clamping screws for fine adjustment of the smoother bars, screw them in slightly until there is a minimal resistance and then turn them half a turn further. The high-speed rollers prevent the folded sheets from bouncing off the sheet stop during production. Adjust them so that they lightly touch the trailing edge of the sheet and clamp them. Use the enabling switch again to start the machine moving slowly and observe the trailing edge of the sheet. If you do not have an enabling switch, hold down the soft stop button with the noise dampening hood closed instead. The high-speed rollers should be adjusted on both sides so that they only just turn. Use the fine adjustment to correct the position of the rollers if necessary. Press and hold the enabling switch again or the soft stop button with the hood closed and check that the sheet aligns as desired. Activate the two-hand control device again and trigger the threefold knife to remove the sheet from the machine. Switch both fold knives to automatic mode and call up another sheet. If you do not have a two-hand control device, carry out these steps again with the hood closed. When you are satisfied with the folding quality of the sheet, close the noise dampening hood and deactivate the setup mode. Finally, press the Acknowledge Error button.